Hello, fellow ranchers. Alright, I was busy playing away and recording. I got about 10 minutes in, and my screen recorder software crashed at some point in that process, and it was a mangled file. So we're just going to pretend today is just starting. So I'll repeat everything I just said. Just kidding. No, I won't. I don't think I could. Let's get everybody fed here. We fed up the main area, and then I started reducing the numbers a little bit. Like I cleared out. Whoa, what are you doing here? What are you doing there? Definitely, yeah, we got rid of a few slimes there. I'm going to get rid of a few slimes here. We're just going to simplify this these areas a little bit. There's way too many slimes. Someone suggested they keep about 2 per pen of Largos, and I think that's probably not a bad number. I might do a few more. I might do 3 or 4. But, you know, keeping them kind of like animal pairs, where you, it's nice when you have pets that you have, they have company. So I might kind of do that sort of thing. There we go. That would, it'll at least ease up the number of things I have to deal with, because it's out of control. They produce way too much stuff. So let's get all of these here. And there we go. So yeah, I think what I was kind of mulling about is once I get things kind of to a stable point here, where everybody's like nice and, you know, the place is operating smoothly. The next step is figuring out exactly. Oh, right, you're going for a swim. Figuring out exactly what we want to do with this. I was kind of talking about games that are in early access and stuff I tried out. Now I do remember. I was talking about I tried out Coral Island over the break, and yeah, look forward to giving that a spin. And it's I think with games in early access, it's always interesting to find your jumping in point, and they're always kind of in they're finding their place. They're figuring out where they're sitting development wise. And with this one, you kind of always in early access you come up against the wall of development, where they've developed to a certain point, and then beyond that, it's kind of like there's sort of like the dribs and drabs are kind of done, but ultimately you're kind of waiting for things to finalize. And so we're I think kind of at that point here, just about. So we'll see. Yeah, definitely. There's a little bit more I would like to get done here, but getting things kind of just like organized and ready. And then we're gonna see. There's enough. That's not really much food, but it is for the moment. It'll do. Let's zip things up here. But yeah, over the break I played a bunch of games. Very few of which I would record. It's fun when I have time to kick the tires on a bunch of games, and I get to play a bunch of stuff I've been kind of waiting to play or interested in playing, and then I will see which ones I feel like will make a good candidate for recording. Sometimes I'll play a bit of a game and then I'll be like, I don't really want to restart this game, so I just won't record it. That's why sometimes I'll just record games that are like games I haven't really seen too much of, so it's new to me, but it's more interesting that way. I'm a person that really hates redoing things. Like I really have I have an aversion to redoing a lot of stuff. So I generally, if I have to, unless the game's like really compelling, it's hard for me to want to restart. I tend to find I'm like, I don't know. I don't know that I want to restart. I'll often rather just do something else. Yeah, it's I think a game has to really have a really compelling initial loop for me to not be bored with it the second time around. There's very few games outside of Stardew that I've ever played like more than once, like the original Slime Rancher. That baddie, what are they? They don't sink. Look at that thing. Oh boy. That is trouble. They take a long time to go down. Oh my gosh. That was kind of horrible. That was traumatizing for them and for me. How about you? Do you just sink like a stone? Probably. Where you're gonna go? Yeah, see, this thing's back now. Here's our our resources returned. So definitely need to go and find more diamonds and stuff. That's got to be a thing. Okay, yeah, I don't know if I should, like... Yeah, look at those things. What? Oh my gosh, where's that thing going to end up? That went a really long... There it goes. Those are... that's really neat. I mean, that's neat kind of behavior. That's really dangerous behavior. Look around here, see if there's any other resources that have popped in. Okay. Which one? You? Okay, you're gonna hurt me. Alright. The one game I definitely, I enjoyed a lot of, but I wouldn't record, was Vampire Survivors. Because it's just flashing lights. It's just sheer chaos. I don't think it would be very enjoyable for anybody. I played way too much of that. Or the right amount of that while I was on holiday. Because it was a nice, like, I had some moment, had, you know, had 20 minutes, I did play around to that. So that was a lot of fun. Really, really, really fun game. I like that genre of game. Basically like a, kind of like a shoot 'em up, avoid 'em up all in one. And just like, you know, not a not a really graphic game. It's just very like tiny little, you know, the little character running around, and you're basically trying to get rid of baddies, and that's it, using whatever spells and things you have. The graphics are nothing to write home about, and at first you're like, how's this going to be? But then the gameplay is so good that it kind of, it seems like stock asset kind of stuff, or like, why are you out? Like, how did they all get out? Okay, that was not cool. I did feed you, so... You turkey. At any rate, yeah, one of those games that it nicely surprised me at just how good it was. So that was a really pleasant one. So if you're into those kinds of games, I highly recommend it. It's really, really good. Again, not something I'd probably record. It's, you know, not, I don't know if it's most visually interesting to watch that. It is pure chaos. But it sits in the same kind of place for me as a game like Dead Cells. I enjoy those kinds of games that have like high degrees of variability and that are somewhat chaotic and very, you just, it's like that the mentality of like fail again, fail better. I enjoy those kinds of games a lot. Again, I'm not sure what it is about them, but they're a good distraction. They're not a game I tend to play a lot of outside of, say, why is everybody getting out of their cages here? Like, it's because I like sent them to the Slime Sea. They're like, I want to go too. I'll send you. I mean, that's if you really want that. Okay, here we go. Speaking of flashing lights, though, wow. Yeah, this thing was plotting up a storm over here. Is there some carrots? Doesn't seem like there is. Bound to patch is something. My goodness. Okay, we'll go see what mess we have down below. Yeah, and then, oh. Let's keep those. Those are good. Yeah, Coral Island, I'm looking forward to doing a little recording. I didn't play too much of it. I didn't want to kill it, but initially just very quickly got the sense that it was a game I'd love to do a little recording of. As a good, you know, it's Stardew. I mean, that's the critique, is that it's just Stardew. It totally is, but that's just Harvest Moon, which is just fine. It's not about the framework. It's like what you do with that. So graphics are just beautiful. Like, it's such a gorgeous game. That's where I was like, I'm kind of cynical about Stardew likes games that are essentially just, you know, trying to be Stardew Valley or capitalize on that, and you know, because that was I think it's been viewed as a license to print money, that genre. After the success of Stardew, I think there's a lot of I'm cautious of games in that genre because they, you know, whether like Stardew is like those other games, but it is definitely not those other games. It's something else. Whereas I think a lot of the stuff that comes out, or some of the stuff that comes out, can be a little too samey and in a very almost cynical way. It doesn't feel like it's trying to push the genre forward. It just seems it's trying to cash in. That's the vibe I get. I don't know if that's the case. That's a kind of a mean thing to say, because I have to assume intent there, which I don't think I can. But in terms of output, sometimes the output doesn't feel that interesting or original. It just seems like here's a large, pile of stuff to do, and here's a bunch of objects, and sometimes that's not the most interesting. But in the case of Coral Island, it's so nice to look at. Well, it'll be interesting to see how it does diverge in the end, because I'm sure it will. But again, in the initial gameplay, they don't. But I wonder if part of that is that it's trying to be similar because it's trying to be. Providing something that's going to be kind of familiar and satisfying for the first little bit, and then it takes its time to diverge. I hope it does. I don't know. At any rate, those are the two of the more interesting ones I played. Thorig gave us some rainbow grass, so now they're gifting us not recipes, but actually the objects, which is good. They probably were already doing that. I just wasn't paying attention. Oh, I thought there was something there. Not paying attention. Alright, what time is it? You know what? Let's go. I'm trying to remember which one we had finished. I feel like we finished the lava one and we still had some left on this one. Was that what it is? I found the one that was up in that big old slime bath up at the top of the thing. Yeah, this is the one. And I was exploring that center area that we had built the teleporter for. So yeah, I was kind of still trying to suss out what the what we've missed here. Just wanted to look around. Yeah, I think going down that center path seemed like the best bet. Okay, there's one there. Oh, it is that way. No, it is that way. Okay, straight ahead. I will forever be turned around. I mean, I guess we could just go down that path. It's probably my best bet, right? I would think. I always come the other direction when I'm coming here, which is interesting to, by intent, go start at this point. Because I'm always looking maybe the wrong way. So let's see if we notice anything obvious coming at it this way. Other than me, drowning. Right, there's one there. Some resources I don't really want or need. Yeah, we did a bunch of that. That waterfall there, I don't feel like there was, there's one that was kind of around the side, was there not? And load up on our water, make sure we're good. Okay, let's kick up onto some trees here. And I'll try to come around. Yeah, I see trouble. I know trouble when I see it. Okay, then I was gonna kind of jet back around to this side here. Let's wait till our... look at that lineup of blorts that has kind of been pushed out to the periphery there. That's kind of cool. Stuck on the edge. Yeah, so there's nothing really happening on that little edge there. The the number of times I've like come up here. Alright, so I kind of want to go over to the left. Because I think I frankly have explored this like too much. Okay, so let's take a look here. Again, I do feel like I've really chewed through a lot of this. We've looked all on the upper areas. Yeah, nothing around there. Alright, yeah, in this area above, again, we've kind of looked at it so much. Yeah, I don't know. The more I look, the more I'm like, yeah, okay, I've seen all this. The more I'm like, less inclined to want to bother. Let's go into the tunnel. At least maybe we'll find a diamond or something good in here. We got a Moondew Nectar. I'll take that. Somehow that dropped in here. Okay. Okay, well here's some deep brine, or some silky sand I should say. Yeah, it's an interesting... That when you see ledges like that, when they've stacked up some of the environment like that, makes me curious. What have you here? Okay, well, back in this tunnel, or not back, new to this time. Let's see, what do we have? We got some more radiant ore. No, nothing there. It was take them right off the edge. Hey there, what are you doing? Alright. Yeah, I almost don't want to explode those things because they're so violent. Such an explosion of light. Yeah, and then all of this stuff here, which I guess, I mean, I can come in. There we go. Take some stuff there. Another one of those right around here, wasn't there? Am I looking at the wrong? Did I get both? I only have one. I must have dropped one. Probably. Hey, there it is. There we go. We got two. I'll take them. Okay, is there another one around here? I often come, I think, back to this area because it's a nice area in general. It's enticing as an area because I never feel like I've fully explored it. I always feel like I've missed something. I always think, oh, there's gotta be a thing here that I haven't seen. Because it does give you that feeling. Like the way that exit hides over on the other side there. Yeah, it's a cool little area. Okay, I'll just may as well collect this stuff while it's here, because I will need it for decoration, so why not? Okay, I guess we'll head on over. The problem is I keep getting lured over to these other sections. And I think that's half of why I don't end up like fully exploring an area, is that if I get kind of like pulled off the track. Like, I got it, and then I get too busy looking at something else that's really cool. So we'll head back on that transporter there. Yeah, okay, let's wander around here. Okay, what do we... Oh, right, okay. We had that, and then... Yeah, I wanted to go up is what I wanted to do. Taking a quick look around to see if there's any more diamonds. No, it's all radiant ore here. That's fine. I don't really need any radiant ore, so I think I'm going to skip that. Yeah. Alright, let's head back down, I think. I guess we'll check the entrance here, make sure there's no diamonds just hiding in plain sight. Nope. Alright, that's, yeah, I think that is like... I don't know, I'm utterly mystified. Every single time I keep coming at this, I still feel completely confounded. It's a cutie there. Right, I get pulled into this little alcove expecting something good to be there. Spoiler, there's nothing ever good there. Or is there? I don't know. Okay, so yeah, there's this, and then we can come into the cavern here. Guess that's what I'm all about now, is the caverns. I'm kind of all about getting a few more diamonds. That's what I very much want to complete. There's a few diamonds, and that way we have them for decorations when we get to that phase of the game. Yeah, that's about that. Okay, then we'll just go straight out here. Some more radiant ore. There's a diamond, haha. Gotcha. Alright. One. Yeah, I would have come looking up here, which, that worked out alright. I don't know that I've ever seen one in here. Again, this area is like super alluring, but I don't think I've ever had any positive. There's more radiant ore. Yeah, I think that's it. All right. Still not bad. Okay, one is good. I'm not gonna be greedy. It's nice when we have a 2 diamond episode, but even just getting one will help out tremendously. Alright, let's just take this teleporter back up. Squirt porter, whatever this is. And straight into the left. Okay. Trying to, again, go off the beaten trail a little bit, but I've looked at all these areas so much. Still way over here. There we go, back over the big tree. Well, let's take this one over. I feel like there's gonna be some ledge I haven't seen. But I think, yeah, there was that one, and then I don't know. I do think that one of the charms of this game is that it keeps me coming back for the mystery of it. For like that the fact that I want to find it so badly that it can pull that off, that it can continue keeping me kind of bemused. That I'm like, oh, I want to see what happens. That's pretty good. Alright, well, let's go dump these things off. We'll see how many we have now. I feel like we're probably at enough that they're all superfluous at this point, or they're all like a bonus thing. But I don't really remember. There we go. How many do I have? I have 2. And I don't think there was anything I was waiting for, was there? Just waiting for that recipe there. Yeah, again, all the Gordo snares, all this stuff, at this point, I'm still not that interested. As I'm saying it, I'm thinking, am I? Not. Really not. Right, okay, so we got the bank and the great teleporters. I mean, we could make those. Yeah, may as well. And then we'll figure out where we want to put these things in the long run here. But again, that's sort of a passive thing. As we get the resources, we'll nibble at that. And it'll happen. Alright, let's take a break there. Next time we come back, I might head out and check other spawn spots. I'm kind of curious what else is going on out there. I should probably put down another teleporter point. I don't know where. On the other side, we have like a couple of spots that bring us in. I'm pretty happy. We're not even looking for pods over there, so it's not as big of a deal. So I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Alright, we'll see you all next time. Till then, bye-bye.